Good evening, students. This is class 10th, part 12 in physics. Chapter 2, work, power, energy, continue. These are certain topics. A, work calculated by means of graph. B, condition of doing zero work. And the C is work done against force of gravity force. So first of all, how you are able to calculate the work by means of graph. For this, on graph, you will take two axes and there will be two cases. The first one is when F means force is changing with respect to time or displacement, means force is variable. In that case, on x-axis, you will take several displacements happening in the body, and for each displacement you will write the value of force on y-axis. Then you will do the plotting. Plotting means x coordinate will be displacement and the y coordinate will be f. Both are changing. So here the force is. So when the last value of the force comes, suppose for the last displacement, the displacement is b and the last value of force corresponds to it. So this type of diagram, drop down the perpendicular, this type of a triangle, right angle triangle you are getting. And if you just calculate the area of this right angle triangle, which I have written here, area of the shaded region, triangle OAB, how much it is? Half length into base, base into height. So half AB into OB. What is AB? Force into displacement. OB is displacement, the total displacement. And what is the relation of this thing? F into S, force into displacement. It is work. So in this graph, I want to demonstrate that how to calculate the work when the force is variable. You just calculate the area of the shaded region and you are able to calculate the work. So the area of shaded region gives the value of the work. Okay, this work is coming half. It can come 1/4 if the figure is something else. Why? The reason is that force is changing with respect to displacement. It is the force is variable. But always whenever you will calculate the area, you will get the value of work. Similarly, this is the second case. And in here, the force which you are applying on the body, that is constant with respect to time and displacement. So on x-axis you will take the displacement, on y-axis you can take the values of force, or force on x-axis or displacement, anything you can write. But you have to choose two axes, one for displacement and one for force. Now, when the body displaces, suppose it displaces 1 centimeter, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, like this. So up to the total displacement, you have to list the value of the force. And see, for each displacement, the value of the force is constant. There is the last displacement. Displacement corresponding to C, the value of the force is BC, which is equal to OA, and it is F. Now if you calculate the area of the shaded region, how much you are getting? You are getting F into S, length into, or base into height, or length into breadth. This can be treated as length, this can be breadth. So OC into BC, that means this is F and this is S. F into S means what? So in both the cases, you have noticed that by means of graph and by taking two axes, one axis for displacement, another for force, you are able to calculate the area of the shaded region by plotting, and that area of the shaded region will give you the value of the work. Now, the next topic is conditions of doing zero work. What are the total conditions for doing zero work? What are those two? All the conditions. See, that is B. Topic B, conditions of doing zero work. So the first condition is when the force is zero. When you are, no force is applying on the body. No force is applying on the body. This can be seen that you are pushing a wall, and the you are pushing the you are applying the force on the wall. Suppose that in another case the force is zero. Displacement can be there. Displacement can be there or displacement can be zero. But the force is zero. Then you just see W is equal to F into S into cos theta. Theta can be of any value. Since F is zero, the total work comes zero. Now in this case, the force is always zero, but may be possible that the displacement can occur or cannot occur. Both the cases. But this is the first condition. The second condition is the displacement is zero. The displacement is zero, and force you are applying, but the displacement is zero. Then you are pushing a ball or a heavy stone. You are applying the force on it, but the displacement is zero. In that case, also you use the formula W. Here, suppose the force is F. It is there, but since the displacement is zero, the value is coming zero. So these are the two conditions of doing zero work. The third condition, when theta is 90 degree. Means, in other words, force F is perpendicular to displacement. Then the result will be, that cos 90 degree results 0. And when cos 90 degree is 0, the work obtained, see, if the force is not zero, the displacement is also there, but since the angle is 90 degree, so cos 90 degree means 0, the work obtained is 0. So this is the case of 0. And the fourth case is when the body is moving in a circle. Moving in a circle. I am drawing a simple diagram here. See this one. Recently it is also asked in the board paper that when a body is moving in a circle, then you calculate the work at any instant. Suppose the body is moving like this in anti-clockwise direction, and this is a instant A. It comes at A. Now how to calculate the work? The force responsible is centripetal force like this, and the displacement at this instant will be regarded along the tangent. The tangent will represent the displacement, and the angle between them is again 90 degree. So the case is same. The work, force is there, displacement is there, but since the angle is 90 degree, cos 90 degree, you are getting work C. So all these two are the cases. Now next day we will see the topic work done against gravity force. Next day, please read all the parts carefully in a proper sequence. And that is the reason why I am only taking 2 or 3 topics, so that you can go through easily, study them, and then after completing, we will be able to do the numericals. Thank you. Have a good day.